was awful. Pete DeBoer, we're here in Edmonton this time. Are we? Can't keep track. Just a little bit about tonight's lineup. Who you throwing out there? I know Thomas Vokun's starting.
Yeah, Thomas is starting. A lot of the same group that we had played against in Ottawa the second night is going to be playing McCabe and Leopold on defense. Up front, Stillman, Ryan Precton, Frolik's line would be the number one line with us here tonight because Weisbooth and Horton played last night in Montreal. So that's kind of how we've divvied up the team. Some guys are doubling up. Tonight, School is doubling up. He played last night. Duco's doubling up. Jeff Tafe was in Montreal, didn't play, but he's playing tonight for us. So we're getting to the point in the schedule here now where some guys are going to have to double up and play back-to-back games, either out of necessity because of injuries or minor nagging stuff, or the fact that our numbers are just getting down a little bit.
Dennis Seidenberg makes his first start last night, 28 shifts. He told me today that he said he felt you guys kept asking him, how do you feel, feel? And
yeah, you know, you really want to monitor a guy, especially that reports late to camp. You know, I know he had been skating in Carolina, but for the 4 or 5 days prior to him actually getting on the ice with us, he hadn't been skating. So we really wanted to monitor that like we did with Brian Allen, and I thought the Kitch did a real good job. I mean, he kept all the defensemen right around the 20-minute mark, played them all pretty evenly, and I was real happy with what I saw out of Dennis.
Yeah, what do you think that he brought, and what do you think he brings to this team?
Well, you know, he really reminds me of Carlos Skraskins a lot. A lot of the same type of attributes and characteristics. He goes into the corner hard and into puck battles hard. He's strong. He's tough to play against. He blocks shots. You know, I think Dennis is a little younger. He's probably a little quicker than even Scratch was. So he's going to be a very effective guy. And you know, the nice thing for me, we had him out in the last minute of the game trying to score a goal. We used him on the power play. I think he's very versatile.
Brian Allen was scrapping it up.
Yeah.
Didn't look like the knee affected him a whole lot.
No, you know what? I mean, that was his first you know, regulation hockey game in a year, and I thought he held up very well. Again, we wanted to keep him to 20 minutes or under, and we did that. You know, he woke up today, he had a little bit of soreness and stiffness, but that's natural, and it's kind of one step at a time with Brian.
Today you guys had a long flight from Montreal, delayed flight. You're not too far removed from those commercial flights, but some of these guys might be. Just one of those things you have to deal with, right?
I've been riding buses for 15 years, so a commercial flight's like a Rolls Royce to me. You know, for these guys that have been in the NHL for a long time, it's a little different, but to their credit, they've handled it well. There hasn't been any complaining. You know, they know we've got a job to do here and some important preparation getting ready for the season.
Brian Allen probably goes Sunday in Calgary after taking today and tomorrow off.
You know, we're gonna see. There's some defensemen we really have to make decisions on, and for me, the goal with Brian was to get him in a couple games before we left for Finland. You know, it wasn't necessarily to play him every other night. You know, that was my goal, and whether that's in Calgary or in Dallas or home to Dallas, you know, we're going to get him in at least one more, hopefully, before we leave for Finland.
All right.